Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a new episode, welcome to the channel, welcome to today's video. It looks pretty good on the market, especially for crypto. Btc and Eth are on this train, which is pumping, going higher and higher and higher. It all looks super good. We have cleared major levels, but there might be some dark clouds ahead. So today's video I'm going to look at the pros and the cons and of course the major levels, but of course we also want to stay level-headed that if the market turns, we are prepared. Now before we're going to dive in, please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, click the bell, click, and also so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share the video with your friends if you think that's useful. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, links in the description, and then without further ado, let's start diving into the charts because boy do I have something for you. Alright, cool. First of all, we're going to start off with Btc USD pair here on the daily. There are a few things that I want to show you guys today. As you can see, we are marching higher and higher. So far that looks good. We have cleared major levels. So we had this one, then we had the 42, the 44, the 46, and now we had these two levels. That is 46. 500 and 47,000. Also, you see that I have a thick blue line here. That is the yearly moving average. So that is 365 days that is in this line. And as you can see, not only did we clear here the most important levels, we also moved above the yearly high, which is major because back in the days, as in when we had the dump here, it was support. Here it was support. We went higher and then we broke down. It was resistance and then we traded lower, and now of course we moved above the yearly moving average, and who knows, maybe this time it will be support again, and of course only time will tell. So we have cleared the moving average, we had these major levels, and we have broken out of this kind of triangle pattern. Again, I think like I was one of the only ones talking about it. Most people said we have a rising wedge like this and the breakout will be somewhere in May. I said nope, this is where I'm looking at this triangle pattern right here, and the breakout will be sooner than later. Now of course we had the breakout, we had the retest, and now we're going higher. If we take a measured move, then I already did it from the top to the bottom. Let's be a little bit conservative, take it a little bit lower. We would be ending up with this move approximately at 56,000. Is that a coincidence? No, it is not. Because if we are taking the Fibonacci extension, then you see that the breakout would also move us exactly into the golden pocket right here. That is somewhere between 55,000, let's say 500, and 56,500. So let's say 56,000 is our major target. That is the target for this move. 56,000 is the target, and then we will end up in the golden pocket. So far, so good. But if we are zooming in a little bit, then I'm slowly seeing a little bit of dark clouds. We are in overbought territories right here on the 4-hourly. We are slowly moving in overbought territories right here on the daily. Not right away, but slowly. So only the daily is not yet overbought, but actually if you wind down on the timeline, time frames here on the 12-hour, the 8-hour, the 6 hours, everything is overbought. So don't jump into any longs right now. If you went into a long here or here or here on the retest or here on this line again, it's fine, just leave it for now. Wait until we first go a little bit lower, because also if we just look at probability wise, then it is getting more and more likelier with a higher probability that we are getting a red day or maybe a few red days just to correct this, get out of that overbought territory, making a higher low and then going higher again. So don't get caught up here to suddenly jump into a long thinking, yeah, we broke the major resistance levels, let's go now 56k. That will most likely not be the case. It took us months to get out of here, almost 3 months, so it'll also take at least a few weeks to get to this level. So don't think that this is just cleared up and let's go. And there's another problem that we have, and that is the CME gap. I talked about this Friday, and the CME gap is the close on Friday and the opening on Monday. If Bitcoin pumps during Saturday and Sunday, then we have a difference in the opening and the close between Monday and Sunday. Guess what? We did have the pump here on Sunday, here on Saturday, and I think the difference between the opening and the close was approximately 6%. There you go, 6%, perfect. That is, in CME terms, quite the gap actually, and usually the bigger the gap, the higher the chances that will also get filled. It doesn't mean right away on Monday, because you can see now we have a green day again, but somewhere this week would be nice. There are also, there were times, actually a lot of quite often occasions where the gap just never got filled. We also had scenarios where the gap didn't get filled for 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, and then suddenly we had a dump down just to fill the gap, and boom, that was the reversal point. So I'm just saying that if again you're not in the long right now, don't jumping into any longs. Yes, we have clear resistance, but we had a lot of pumping behind us. We have a CME gap. We are overbought. So I think you're gonna get burned if you jump into a long, especially when you do it now with high leverage. So my advice would then be also don't try to guess the top. Really wait for topping signs until we are going lower. For example, a double top could be something, maybe a bearish divergence. That could all be the case. I have to say I'm quite happy to see that we broke here 45k, because that has been here major resistance. We broke it. We also broke the yearly average, so I do have to say it looks pretty bullish. But even if we would dump down, let's say 5, 10, maybe even 15% to the 44 or 45k, that actually would be quite nice, and then we can go higher. Right now I do not have any concerns or any reason to believe that this will completely reverse and go all the way down. Of course it can happen, but right now I don't see it in the charts. So again, on the smaller time frames looks a bit overbought. On the bigger time frames looks very good. We cleared a lot of levels. We are a little bit overbought. Let it cool down a little bit before the train is leaving to higher levels. I think that 56k is absolutely imminent, and history also has shown that it's now April, the end of April, the end of March, and April is coming soon. I think Friday is the 1st, and April in history always has been a very, very good month. So I expect good things. Let's quickly head over to ETH. Oh, actually, by the way, I forgot to show you one thing that actually I need to show you. I like to make the changes on the video itself so that you can see what I'm doing in. Look at this. We have forgot actually to extend this a little bit. This is the most traded volume. Look at what the red line is doing. It was now lower, but since we have extra days, we need to take that volume in account. And you're also seeing that we also have this high traded volume node underneath us, which can also be support, which is also exactly right here at the high, which is exactly here at support, which is exactly here at support. So that just works out all very, 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 very beautiful. So underneath us, a lot of support. That's also why I have not any reason to think that we're completely gonna crash down and it was a bull trap. But just to be sure that you don't micromanage everything and put your life savings on the short. Okay, quickly head over to ETH. There I can see that I have extended the volume node already a little bit. Also here, this is on the daily. We have the volume node underneath us. Look, it is tremendous support. We have this as a support line. Then we have, if we go a little bit higher, the 2780. Then we have the 2960 as a support. Then we have this double line, what I said last week, we need to cross that. That was the 3200. Then we also have the yearly moving average, which is underneath us right now, trading around 3100. And it has not been support as it is been for Bitcoin. As you can see, there's always been quite the gap. But so far, once we went through, we really went through, and now we are moving higher. So also that looks really, really good. I said if we are crossing these two double lines, and I said, you know what, let's say that this is 3200. I do not expect a lot of resistance all the way up to $3,500. Guess what? We are on our way. But also here, same kind of story. We are getting closely to overbought levels on the daily. And of course, if we are going to wind down, we are overbought on the 12 hour, on the 8 hour, on the 6 hours, on the 4 hours, and especially here like on the 4 hours you can see that we are already overbought quite some time. Also here again, same kind of story, we have a CME gap. Not always is that CME gap being filled, but it is filled more often than it's not. So there's these two kind of candles. I think here the pump is a little bit bigger. Also around 6%. Okay, so approximately 6%. So even from this stop, let's say we would fill the gap all the way down, that would be a dump of 9 to 10%. It would not scare me. Matter of fact, I'm kind of hoping for it because it would reset some stuff and it would fuel the rocket for us to go higher. Only green days, like one day after another, is unsustainable. Trust me, people, you don't want that. Yes, crypto can be, face ripping, and it can be completely going to the moon. And you're like, my lordy, what's going on? But it is usually unsustainable. This, for instance, perfect. Look how beautiful this is. Look how beautiful this is. Few red days, few green days. Few red days, few green days. This just looks super, super nice. This is very sustainable. This was, let me see, how long was this? This was 38, 39 days, so more than a month. Looks good, looks absolutely good. So I'm afraid that if this, is really starting to run parabolic, just like BTC, you're doing one of these and then bang, lower. And then also the correction would most likely be quite severe. That's why I am very, very careful with holding long positions, or even hold those positions open for a long time. Other than that, again, on the long term, so far it looks good. We broke all the major resistance levels here that now are support. We have this white line that is also being support already for our way up. Maybe we even go down a little bit to test this white line. That's approximately now around, let's say, we ending today in green and tomorrow could be around at 3200. That would also have a perfect confluence. So far that all looks pretty good, and of course we also have the high volume that is underneath us. But again, on the short time frame, I gotta be honest guys, it's getting tighter and tighter, and then it's just not enough power, not enough air in the price to push this higher and higher. So we need to have those corrections. Alright, cool. That will be it for today. I also have great news. I am going to do a collaboration with another day trader. That will be this week, tomorrow, the day after, or Thursday. I need to see when we can do it. This is also a great technical analyst, and I thought it would be nice to once make a video together. And he looks a little bit different at the charts than I do. So if you like my kinds of videos, I think his would also be very useful, and you can learn a lot from it. It's just use a little bit of different indicators. He looks a little bit different at certain stuff. So if you're open to learn different stuff, then definitely check that out. In the meantime, of course, you can check me out on Twitter and Instagram, links in the descriptions. And I would highly appreciate it if you like, subscribe, click the bell, click, and also if you don't miss anything, leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think this is useful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be blessed, be careful this week, and have a good one. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye.